Welcome again, Toby. Thank you for doing this series with us. And then
Thank you so much.
this might be the last question regarding career. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So this last question will be: so how did you prepare for, or maybe like two questions? Let me see. So how did you prepare for interviews? And
Yeah.
how did you prepare for interviews? How did you cope with rejection? I can bet you that you have a lot of rejection, but you didn't do it, right? And I think
Yeah.
that is a lot of that's the question that most people want to know. That okay, so how did you even deal with it? So how
Mm.
did you handle the rejections? How did you prepare for interviews? And did internship play any role in you eventually getting a job?
Mm. Okay. So let's start with how did you prepare for a job? Let's start with that
Interviews, yeah.
first before interviews.
Mm.
So to prepare for an interview is very essential or very important for you to know about the company.
Mm-hmm.
Like they might ask you general questions like how many employees do we have? Or when did we start the company?
Of
Like all
course,
those information are always important. Like you should know it as if you should know like the basic information about the
you
company.
can even
Like
jot it down. You can make a note of it
exactly.
and take it to your interview.
Exactly. Yes. You can
Mm-hmm.
take that along with you and be able to narrate it to them like you love the company so
Mm.
much that you know everything about it. You've been following them like all till they give out to you. Something like that. But
Yeah.
then the next thing that's also important for you is to know your stuff, know what you've done.
Mm.
Like, okay, you did this for your bachelor, you did this in secondary school, you did
Mm-hmm.
this in primary school, know it
Mm-hmm.
because they might ask you any question from anywhere.
Mm.
Be able to be ready to be able to explain what you've
Mm.
done so far.
Mm.
Then, but what is also very important is for you to have this self
Mm.
confidence in yourself. Like,
Mm.
be ready, be prepared mentally to just know that you are enough, you are good, you are good.
Mm.
Just let yourself know that you are more than
More
enough,
than
you
enough.
are good.
I
Have
can
that
do
self
this.
confidence in yourself. Exactly, exactly. Then
Wow.
afterwards, you can press your suit or your shirts and trousers,
Mm.
make
Yeah,
dress well, smell
exactly.
well,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just
Yeah,
get there on time.
on
Get
time.
there on
And in the
time,
days of
and
what's it called now? Virtual interviews. Also, at least dress well for your interviews. Don't really,
yes.
even if it's through teleconference or through Zoom or MS Teams or Google Meet, whatever platform, so far
Mm,
it's virtual or online or offline. Make sure when you're going for any interview, you're always, you dress well because
yes.
it adds to the whole package.
Exactly. That's true. That's very true. Yes. You could put on maybe your shorts underneath, but just the top should be very good.
Our, this generation of ours, we don't like stress.
No,
We
no,
like,
no, no.
so you know how we handle our stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So ensure that you are prepared. Like you know your skills already. You can
Mm-hmm.
explain anything. You are mentally prepared also. Like
Mm-hmm.
you are ready. Like you if they ask you any question that seems to be, attacking you, just know that they're not attacking you. They just want to know.
Mm.
They
You
just
don't
want
take
to
it
know
personal.
about it. Don't take it exactly. Don't take anything personal.
Mm.
Smile. Be jovial. Be
Mm.
happy.
Mm.
Yes, and that also spreads across to the people that are interviewing you. They
Mm.
they see
For
they don't want
energy.
to see you exactly for a positive energy
Mm.
exactly, and they don't want to see you nervous. They don't want to see you
Mm.
shaking. They
Mm.
don't want to see you yeah, tittering or something like that, or you shaking
Mm.
exactly.
Mm.
And yeah, just ensure that you are ready, and also watch your body language, the way you
Mm.
talk. Make sure that you are not stiff or something like that, or
Relax.
showing this disinterest. To say that be relaxed, exactly, be relaxed.
Mm.
Show them that you know what you are doing or saying, and
Mm.
yes, that's I think that's the way one should practice
Mm.
before going for the job interview. Just be ready. Watch like videos on how to how to position yourself
Mm.
properly while sitting down.
Mm.
Ensure that ensure that your legs are well placed.
Place.
Your hands are maybe on the table, for example. And when you talk, maybe you would like to gesticulate or something, like make sure that it's
Mm.
not over the place, but like you do it in a modest way, in a proper way,
Mm-hmm.
like that. You learn all those skills.
Mm.
Then I think next question is during the interview or is it afterwards?
Mm.
Yeah, so mostly during the interview also, I think that once you've prepared, the interview will not be a stress for you.
Mm.
Like you go through the interview, you enjoy it, you ensure that
Mm.
you just go in with that attitude, that positive attitude
Mm-hmm.
or good attitude, and know
Mm.
that go with the attitude that or the mindset that the job is yours already,
Mm.
and you're just there to claim it,
Mm.
and you know everything that you need for that job. You know
David.
about the company. You know about the company already. You know everything. You know the skills that are required for the job,
Mm.
for example. and you answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Like, just do your best.
Mm.
But but if at the end of doing all your best and they don't give you the job, yeah, which happens a lot of times, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that maybe the job is not befitting to, it's not for you, or they
Mm-hmm.
just consider someone else, for
Mm-hmm.
example. Don't take it personal. Also,
Mm.
maybe maybe it's not just the right job for you,
For you.
or maybe they didn't, maybe there's something else they were looking for that
Mm.
you don't have for them.
Mm.
Yeah, but don't think it as if you are not good enough, or you are underqualified, or
Mm.
whatever it is.
Mm.
Just just take the experiences that you go from that job interview, for
Mm.
example, and use it for the next job interview. Don't
Mm.
give up on yourself, and ensure that also that you've applied to a lot of places. Ensure that you have all these opportunities open for
Mm.
you, so that you won't you won't go to an interview desperate.
Mm.
They can also smell it, that, oh, this guy is
Mm.
desperate for this job.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you have a lot of opportunities open and you've
Mm.
applied to different places, you know that if it doesn't work here, it's working in the next place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But one should be. Sorry, go ahead.
What I want to say is that, as much as companies do have options of candidates to pick from, you should also
Mm,
have options of companies you want to
yes.
pick from.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. And just have the mind. Just be ready for rejection. Like,
Mm.
in case you don't get the job, be prepared mentally that you move on. You move on. Yeah.
Mm.
You move on from that disappointment to
Yeah.
the next job, or to the next job interview, without even thinking about that.
Yeah. I know it's not
Yes.
easy. Yeah, but you cannot you can't stay at that point where you're rejected. If you're
No, you
rejected,
can.
look at, okay, so what did I do wrong? What can I do better?
Mm,
Then
yes.
do the
Exactly.
next application. Just keep
Yes.
firing. All right.
Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
asked some other questions. For example, I asked, so did internship played any role? Did the internship you did played any role in you securing this job? How important is it if you had internship experience?
Yeah, I think for me, for the job I'm currently at now, my internship played a very important role in it,
Mm.
because exactly what I'm doing now as a full-time job, I did
Mm.
it as an intern before.
With the same
And
company?
my no, not in the same, a different company, entirely different
Okay.
company.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, with entirely, as in the same way of working, but different products.
Mm.
Like, I'm in the wind industry, and my internship I did it in like automobile industry,
Okay.
but same job
Job.
title, same
Mm-hmm.
everything,
Wow.
or same, yeah, same kind of job actually, but
Mm-hmm.
one as an intern, and
Mm-hmm.
as an intern in the automobile industry, and
Mm-hmm.
now as a full-time
In,
engineer
in
in the
energy.
wind energy,
Mm.
exactly, industry. So
Wow.
when I was in my interview, for example, my boss was like, oh, so you did this kind of programming, you did this kind of concept development, for
Mm-hmm.
example, as an intern. That means you can do this as a full-time job also. I was like,
Mm.
yes. So it helps to it places you it places you at a place of it gives you an advantage, for example,
Advantage.
or
Mm-hmm. You have
exactly, it gives you an higher priority on their list of
mm-hmm.
people or applicants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you've done that kind of job before for
Mm-hmm.
6 months,
Mm-hmm.
or for a year, for
Mm-hmm.
example. In my case, for example, I did as an intern for 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I on my CV it was stated that I did it like for 6 months as an intern, and my supervisor did not want to let me go, so he gave me like a working student job
Aha.
for that same title
That's it.
for
Okay.
under 6 months. So I did that same job for a whole
Okay.
year.
The whole year. Wow.
Yes. So when my current boss saw it, it was like, so you could do this as a student for a whole year. Why can't you do
Then
it as a
why
full
not?
time?
Time. That's
Exactly.
good.
So I think internship helps. Internship
Mm.
helps if you've done it. If you've done an internship in that field
Mm-hmm.
before, it's yeah, it gives you
Mm.
like a lot of advantage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. So, guys, don't just look when you are planning your internship. Don't just look out for just money,
Mm.
right? Look out for the in terms of the long term.
Yes.
Look in terms of, because I'm sure that maybe probably the Tobi had other opportunities to work in other companies, but
Mm.
maybe it's not going to be that will pay him more, but it won't be
Mm.
like he's doing the job that he really wants to do after school. But then
Yeah.
he chose the field that he's going to go into after school, and
Mm.
that really helped him in terms of when he went for his interview. they could see that, okay, this
Yes.
guy has been doing this before, which means he could actually do it also as a full-time employee. Thank you
Exactly.
very much. And then,
Yes.
you
Yes.
also mentioned something that I think is really important in terms of internships and working students. I will make
Mm.
another video about that, but then I know that most companies, just to put it out there, I know that most companies, what they do is that before they don't just give you a working student contract all of a sudden, especially the big
Mm.
ones. What they do is they try to give you an internship first, see how
Mm.
you perform, right?
Yes.
See how you perform on the job, and then afterwards they now transition you into a working student contract, because a working student contract is most time on a longer term, but an
Yeah.
internship is more, I think sometimes minimum of 6 weeks or 3 months, and it cannot
Yes.
go beyond,
Yes.
like, I think they cannot go beyond 6 months or thereabouts. But
Yeah, I think the
as working
maximum 6 months.
students, they pay you more, of
Mm-hmm.
course, and then you have lesser working hours with them.
Exactly.
So those are, but I think we can do another video on internship and working students
Yes.
models.
Mm.
I believe, Toby, you still want to say something. Go ahead.
Yes. So I just wanted to add to what you said earlier. I wanted to just say that it gives you a lot of advantages when you look for working student jobs or you look for
Mm,
internship while studying.
mm,
Just ensure that you don't like if you're in Germany and as a foreign student, a lot of times you fall into a category of working doing manual job or doing manual
mm,
labor or some or like jobs that are not related to your field.
mm,
So it's good if you strive to look for a job in your field, like
mm-hmm,
as a working student,
mm-hmm,
or you take like some like in your summer break, for example, look for an internship, a very short internship,
mm-hmm,
and that is related to your course. This
mm-hmm,
could help you while looking for a full-time job at the end of the
mm.
day, or to even expose you to the working world.
Environment, industry.
You to work in an environment or industry.
Mm,
You could meet with a supervisor that will say, "Hey, I like your job so much. When you finish your studies, you can come and join us,
enjoy
or
it. Yeah,
if you have a vacancy, you can work with us."
yeah,
It exposes you to the working environment
yeah.
faster and easily
Mm,
than when you wait till the end of your studies
mm.
to then look for a job.
Wow. Wow. What you said now is really important. And guys, listen to what Toby is saying. This is a bonus tip for you. Try to get a job that is related to your field as a student, because that can help you to easily transition into a career in that field. So um, look for internships, and then you can transition to a working student, and then you can transition to a graduate program or even a normal professional role. So it is really important, whether in the
Yes,
same company or in a different company, and sometimes even in a different industry. Look at what you said, you
yes.
transition from, you know,
The
between two
automobile
companies
industry
and
to the
also two industries, automobile and
yes,
energy.
yes,
And yeah, I think that's that from my end. Do you, before we close this particular series, so
yeah,
do you have anything to tell them, to anybody watching this?
yes. I'll just love to encourage anyone out there that
Mm,
yeah, if you put your minds to it, you
mm,
can do it.
mm,
Just be diligent, be prayerful.
mm.
Like if you believe in God, that's the best thing. Always pray to God. Have Him as
Father.
your strong pillar. Exactly like your father. Yes, cry to Him anything,
Mm,
ask Him for advice,
mm,
and also it's also good to have a support system around you, like
mm,
people that support you that you can talk to, that you
mm,
can call, and
mm.
also watch Bukky's YouTube channel so that you can always get tips and refresh your memory on different things. Yes, that's the best way. I think
Mm,
once you can do all of these things, you can make it. You do it.
mm,
You will succeed.
mm.
You will come here. You will do your bachelor. You finish with PhD, double PhD, triple PhD, anything you want to
Anything you
do.
want to do?
Anything
That
exactly
is
whatever you set your
fantastic.
mind to, you can do it. Yes, and
Good.
don't take rejections. Don't take rejections. Like
Mm,
just push on, and you will do it. You will
yeah.
make it.
Wow.
You will make
Thank you
it.
very much, Toby. Thank you for sharing part of your depth, part of your experience. I believe strongly that what you've shared with us in the past series, they are amazing. They are really important. And I know that if anybody is watching this, take the same thing, take those principles, because I believe what you've shared are principles. And the thing
Mm.
about principles are or is, wherever you are, wherever you are, if you do it, if you follow a principle, you get the same result.
Mm.
So principles work anywhere. So
True.
guys,
True.
follow the principles he has used for his own career, and you would also walk your way into your own success, making it a journey. And thank you very much,
Yes.
Toby, for having the session with us. And the last thing is
Thank
that
you so
I'm
much
going
for
to also
inviting me.
drop a mailing list. The link to my mailing list in the description below. You have a lot of links from me in the description below, and maybe also a checklist in terms of what to look out for when you're searching for a job, or when you are preparing to come to Germany. I will drop it there, or I will send it to you if you join my mailing list, and then I will see you again, and then you can join our community, because Toby talked about having a support system and joining the community.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to see you again, and Toby, can you say bye-bye to our audience?
Yes. Thank you so much for watching this series. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks so much, Bukky, again, for inviting me. I wish you all the best and
Thank
all the
you.
success. I hope to hear from you. Any questions from Bukky
Yeah.
or through in the comment section. We're looking forward to that. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
yes. And
watching.
then, guys, if you have questions, drop them in the comment section. Like this video. Don't forget to like it. It's important that you like the video. Subscribe on our channel, and also on the notification bell. I am going to drop the link to that podcast in the description. Please go and follow Toby. Go and learn
Thank you
from
so
him.
much.
This guy is doing amazing. The kind of guys Toby speaks to. Ha. Even me.
Thank you so much.
The kind of guys I'm telling you. So he talks a lot about self-development, motivation, and all of that. And then so I'm going to drop the link to his podcast.
Yes, so I could share a little bit about the podcast. So yeah, we have this podcast called Mirror Talk Podcasts. It's available on various platforms, the various podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It majorly deals with, as you said, as you rightly said, self-development, personal development, motivation. We've had finance also. Like Bukky was on my podcast, like she was sharing nuggets of words of advice, like a lot, which was very useful and helpful. We also talk about spirituality. We talk about the relationship between spirituality and personal development, for example. We talk about relationships too, like different various topics that helps one to grow in every ramification actually. So that's the goal actually for us to be full being. Like you're a spiritual being, you need money, exactly, a whole person, a whole package. So yeah, that's the purpose. Like for me to learn, I have a passion for learning and also sharing this knowledge with as many people as possible. And I want to become a full package. I want to be highly spiritual, closer to God. I want to have a good relationship with everyone around me. And I want to be wealthy. I want to be able to save my money properly. Yes. So that's the goal of the podcast, to make you a full being, like a complete person.
So guys,
and
if
better person.
you want to start this journey of becoming a full being, Toby with your blog, go and listen to this podcast. I'm going to drop the link of Mirror Talk by Tobi in my description. Please follow him and listen to his podcast, and I can promise you your life will never remain the same again. All right, I think
Thank you so much.
Enough, and we are going to don't go on this channel. Please come back, and then there will be some other person. We are in our next video. We are going to be talking about someone who came also to study for his masters, and then is now having a company, or a freelance is now a freelancer in Germany. So I told you there are a lot of opportunities. All you need to do is shine your eyes, open your eyes. Take care. Okay, I'm going to see you again, or we're going to see you again some other time. Bye bye.
Yeah.